Most men send text messages, either get ignored or worse, right? Left on red. Left on red. You think you're being clever. You really think you're being clever. You think you're being clever, but really you're killing attraction with every word you type. You kill attraction. You kill it. But what if I told you there are 3 types of text messages that spark desire, grab her attention, and make her chase you, all backed by real psychology, and this has been trained and coached up so long to yield the results you want. Let's stop the ghostings. Let's start the responses today and lead. Look, all your text messages should lead to a date, but let's lead yourself to understand that this video is for you. Lead yourself. Come to me. Get this game. Let's go. All right, number 1, let's be real. Number 1, let's be real. All right, so this is the number 1 thing that I've known for sure that this has been really tested. And one of the things that's been really tested is avoid sending out generic, robotic, same old text messages, right? All right, you guys send this out. Hey, what's up? That gets no traction. It shows zero creativity or intention. It shows zero creativity or intention, right? So what works is being creative. You have to be creative. You know, women get bombarded all the time with text messages from men that it's just overwhelming. It's all day long. You know, a lot of you men think, oh, you know, I'm the only one. No, you're not. You're not. You want to stand out by referencing something personal or with some context to it, right? And so I want you men to all understand you have to do something different. And this is what gets you a response back and gets you what you want, right? You want to do this. Let's try this. And this is a part of it, right? This is a part of it. So what you want to do is, I want you to try something like this. Oh, that vibe right there at the bar, you always looking like you're trying to impress me. So what does that do? That causes intrigue. Like, what is this man talking about? And I was at the bar, right? You see, she posted a picture. She's at the bar. You hit her with it. Oh, you trying to impress me? I see the vibe you got at the bar. I see the vibe you got at the bar. You really trying to impress me? I definitely see. Right? Because what you're doing is causing intrigue. And it's different. It's different from what you men have been spewing for so long. Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh, you're beautiful. What you want to do is be different. And you have to be different in order to stand out from everybody else. And in order to stand out from everybody else, you got to get in your mind and understand the real big thing about being different and being authentic is it's not like being like anybody else. Don't be everybody else, man. You don't want to be everybody else. You don't want to be that person that everybody else is sending the same messages to. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So This is proven. And the reason why it's proven is because this is something that a lot of dating coaches have been talking about for a long time. And I'm going to tell you, if you continue to send her messages that you and I both know that are very average at best messages, good luck. Good luck, right? Good luck. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. We just getting started. Hit the like button for me if this is your first time. Subscribe to the channel. And also, it's a link at the end that'll send you to my next video. Go ahead and click that. Go ahead and click that link. But like the video, y'all. We out here cooking with grease. All right. Also, this is number 2, and this is something that I feel like some of you men miss this. You just miss it. You just miss it altogether most of the time. You miss it because you don't think it is something of value. You don't think it's of value, right? But boring and predictable questions kill momentum. How was your day? Right? You don't care nothing about her day, and she knows that. She knows it. You care nothing about her day. You can care less about any of that, right? You care less about any of that. You can care less about any of that. And the thing is about caring less about any of that, you not only don't care, but you really don't understand that by sending out a message like that, basically what you're saying is that, oh, well, let me send this to her because I have nothing creative to say. And that's what we said in the part 1. But this is the part 2 where we're going to create curiosity. We're going to create curiosity. And by creating curiosity is creating a level of game that you all are unfamiliar with. You guys are very unfamiliar with this level of game right here. And I'm gonna show you right now, right? Why does curiosity work? You got to remember, a lot of humans in general are definitely hardwired, right, to chase closure. They want to know what's going on. That's why you see people when they're running this way, you're like, what's going on? You're chasing closure. You want to know what's going on. And so this is how we're going to create curiosity. You know, a text that teases something interesting pulls her in. You're pulling her in with this text message of making her a lot more curious, right? So, for example, let me give you an example. Something like this. I just found out something about you that caught me off guard. Now I want you to think about what I just said. I just found out something about you that caught me off guard. You want to guess? Now I want you to understand what that creates. How that creates things that she can be like, what is he talking about? And you remember earlier, and I was like, how was your day? What a big difference is. I just found out something about you that caught me off guard. Even want to guess right after that. That is something that I think you men need to use more of. Being curious. Using her curiosity. Using her curiosity against her. Now she's going to be very interested in what you're saying. And then when she hears it, she can be like, whoa, this guy is smooth. This guy is smooth. And I think him being as smooth, It's a cold, cold way, right? We cooking. Hit the like button for me. Number 3. And I want to bring this up. Never, ever brag about accomplishments. Like, they come off as being insecure. You're trying too hard, bro. Don't get in there and be like, hey, I'm a real busy man. I'm a lawyer, but I'd be really nice if I can make some time to take you out somewhere. Like, nobody wants that. Confident men imply value. If you're a confident man, that's value in itself. See, you earn intrigue by making her ask you about you. You're making her ask about you. That's when you know that she's intrigued about you, right? Send her a text something like this. Remind me to tell you a story of how I accidentally ended up in a runway show in Italy. Now, I just made that up off the top of my head, right? So use it for your own, though. Remind me to tell you the story of when I blah, blah, blah. See, what you're doing is that you're creating conversation. You're creating conversation for her to be like, oh, I want to hear about that right now. I want to talk about that right now. That sounds interesting. Remind me to tell you the story how I accidentally ended up on a runway in Italy. And I literally just made that up. Legit. And I wanted to talk to y'all about that because I think, it's easy for me because, I prepare for the shows. I write notes down. I got notes right here that I refer to because what I try to do is make sure I hit the points on. But off the top of the dome, I'm cold. I'm cold off the top of the dome. And that's because I know myself so well and I just flow with me. I flow with me. So let's make sure we don't brag because bragging comes off as trying too hard, right? So let's attack her emotions. And I know I said 3, but this is number 4. I'm just too passionate, right? We're gonna get in there. We're gonna try to do as many as we can before we get up out of here. Let's attack her emotions, right? Why it works. Why attacking her emotions works. Referencing things, referencing moments, referencing, emotional reactions. It reminds her of how she felt around you. Like, you know what? I remember when I first met you and we was at the bar laughing so hard. You remember that? You remember when the bartender said, can we keep it quiet on this? You see up the top of my dome. But what I'm telling y'all is we're attacking her emotions. We're reminding her of when we met. Or let's just say, hey, I see you having a good time at that bar. Right? I seen you having a good time at that bar. Oh, I seen you and your family together. That must have been a great vibe. You're reminding her of the feeling that she had in that moment. That's really called emotional anchoring. Emotional anchoring. Right? And text her something like, still laughing. Still laughing about, how serious you were when you were at your family event and how you turned around and you bust out laughing. Like, you see her on her page. You see what she's posting. Use it. Like, this is not rocket science, but it's game science. The science of game, right? So I think, and this is very important, and I think we gotta address this one too. I'm gonna go to, I got one more for y'all. I got a couple, but I'm gonna try to, bear with me, man. If you rock with 50, put it in the messages, man. I know sometimes these videos get long, man, because I'm so passionate about what I do. But emotionally anchoring is something that's very good. Reminder of the feeling that you saw her have in the picture or the video she posted. Reminder of that, and then get down with her and say, hey, look, I saw you. You was laughing and joking. That vibe seems cool. Me and you should rock out. Smooth, right? Another thing. You want to challenge her. You want to flirty challenge her, right? Being overly agreeable makes you really forgettable. I'm telling you, hey, oh yeah, I remember, yeah. Just all that is overly agreeable, bruh. Be yourself, but that's not it right there. That ain't it, right? Just kind of light teasing, creates a kind of a playful tension, creates a culture of environment of just kind of playfulness, and it ignites her femininity. And it makes her very curious about, who is this man in front of me? Who is this man in front of me? Right? So you should text her something like this, right? You look like the type, hold on, off top dome. So bear with me. That's what I'm saying. For example, text this, right? You look like the type who cheats on board games and blames other people. You look like that. Am I right? This is what I'm talking about, right? You text her that's going to create a little bit of curiosity. It's going to create a little bit of curiosity. So this is what I'm talking about. Challenging her, flirting with her, right? All of this matters. All of that matters. All of that. This is absolutely my last one. This is absolutely my last one. Don't text her every hour. Don't text her every hour. It shows a level of neediness and weakness, because when you're the guy with a purpose, you don't have time. You just don't have time for that. So strategically delay any response. Strategically communicate with her. It creates high value. Don't rush to reply. Make her wonder what you're up to. That's the truth, right? This is the tip. If she takes 2 hours to respond, wait a similar amount of time replying. Match that energy. Match the energy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on my membership how to create desire from opening text messages from women. I'm going to put that on my membership. I have a membership called gatewaytogame.com. You guys join me there. We meet every week, every Sunday. I'm going to be posting this video on that. So also, if you want to book a consultation to get some of this game, also, Mr1950.com. Also, at the end of the day, these videos don't move so most people to see unless you click the like button. Subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.